Hello students, good morning everyone. Today we will discuss the concept of CRO, that is the chapter number 3. So that stands for cathode ray oscilloscope. The contents of CROs are CRO block diagram, CRT diagram, that stands for cathode ray tube, vertical deflection subsystem, horizontal deflection subsystem. We were going to start this one in the last video or in the last lecture. We have seen that dynamic characteristics, errors in measurement, calibrations. So today's class, first we'll move on to the CRO block diagram. Before going to discuss this block diagram, what are the applications of CRO? So CRO is used to measure the two main parameters. One is for what? X-axis, another one is for what? Y-axis. So in X-axis you can measure the time period. In Y-axis you can measure the amplitude or voltage. So what is that time period? So time period is the one complete cycle, positive half cycle as well as negative half cycle, and amplitude you are going to measure in terms of volts. So that is in terms of Y-axis. Okay, so apart from this one, we are going to use so many applications. It is used in laboratory for measured AC or DC voltage, current, frequency and phase. It is used to check faulty component. It is used to check signals at radio and TV receiver. It is used to test AF audio frequency circuits for different distortion. It is also used to check radiation pattern generated. It is used in medical equipment such as ECG, patient monitoring. So first we'll move on to the CRO block diagram. So what is that CRO block diagram contains? So again, this CRO consists of CRT, vertical amplifier, delay line, horizontal amplifier, time base or sweep generator, trigger circuit, power supply. So this is the block diagram of CRO. So first we'll move on to the CRT, cathode ray tube. It is the heart of the CRO. So it is the main heart of CRO. It produces sharply focused beam of electrons accelerated to very high velocity. The beam travels from its source, that is electron gun, to the front of CRT. When it strikes to the fluorescent screen, or fluorescent material, during traveling, the electron beam passes through the horizontal and vertical deflecting plates. These horizontal and vertical deflecting plates move the beam in horizontal and vertical direction respectively. So whatever that electron beam will be moved from horizontal to vertical, or it is right to left direction or left to right direction. So that is the electron beam moves from horizontal and vertical direction respectively. So next we'll move on to the second point, vertical amplifier. In that, what is the function of vertical amplifier? So first point, the signal which is to be observed is applied to the vertical amplifier. The gain of such an amplifier is set by calibrated input attenuator, usually marked by volts per division. Vertical amplifier can be marked by volts per division, and the output of this amplifier is fed to vertical deflection plate through delay line. So next, the third one, delay line. So what is the function of delay line? The purpose of delay line is to record or slow down the input waveform at vertical deflecting plate until the trigger and time base start the sweep beam. What is the function of delay line? So delay line is the record or slow down the input waveform at vertical deflecting plate. So next we'll move on to the horizontal amplifier. So what is the function of horizontal amplifier? The sawtooth waveform from the time-based generator is fed to the horizontal amplifier, and this amplifier gives the positive and negative going sawtooth pulse or a waveform. Next one is the time-based or sweep generator. What is the function of this one? It generates sawtooth waveform which is used as a horizontal deflecting plate or a deflecting voltage. And last one is trigger circuit and power supply. The function of trigger circuit, it generates trigger pulses with reference to the input signal or other signals. These pulses are given as reference to the time base. Next one is the power supply. The power supply consists of high voltage tapping to operate CRT and low voltage for other circuit. High voltage is required for accelerating and focusing electron beam. There are two kinds of the voltage. First one is the high voltage supply. Second one is the low voltage supply. High voltage supply is used to CRT and low voltage supply is used for to all other circuits. So next we'll move on to the block diagram or internal structure of CRT. So what is that CRT? Cathode ray tube. Again it consists of electron gun assembly, deflection plate assembly. Again it consists of electron gun assembly, deflection plate assembly, fluorescent screen, glass tube, and last one is the base. We'll move on to the one by one. What are the detailed functions of CRT? So this is the diagrammatic representation of CRT as shown in the figure in the first block or in the first structure. So that is the electron gun assembly. So what is that electron gun assembly? So first point, electron gun consists of a heater focusing anodes and cathodes, and the cathode gun is cylindrical in nature and having small hole at the end. Second point, the electron fixed from a cathode gun are randomly scattered. To control the scattering, a control grid is used. The control grid is cylindrical in nature. Next point, it is made from some material, that is a nickel material. The grid is at negative bias. Next point, the assembly of a focusing and accelerating anode is used to control the scattering of electrons and increase the speed of electron. It also increases the speed of that electrons because I want to move my electron beams from cathode to anode. The focusing anode is placed between pre-accelerating anode and accelerating anode. Second block is the deflection plate assembly. There are two kinds of the deflection plates, that are vertical deflection plate and horizontal deflection plates. In that first point, when the electron beam is accelerated by the accelerating anode, it passes through the deflection plate assembly. Second point, the deflection plate assembly of the CRT consists of the two pairs of parallel plates. These plates are called as a vertical deflecting plate and horizontal deflecting plates as shown in the figure. Therefore, by varying the voltage which is applied to the horizontal and vertical deflecting plates, the vertical and horizontal motion of the electron beam is obtained. Third one, fluorescent screen. You are going to use one material, so that material name is called as a phosphorus material as shown in the figure of that phosphorus screen. The screen is coated with fluorescent material known as a phosphorus. Second point, the phosphorus converts electrical energy into light energy. When an electron beam strikes the phosphorus crystal, their energy level increased. Due to this, the phosphorus crystals are excited and they emit light. This phenomenon is known as fluorescing. When electron beam is switched off, the phosphorus crystal will retain the bright spot for some time and after return to the initial state. And the last point, the time period for which the trace is visible is known as persistence or a phosphorescence. The persistence can be few microsecond or tens or second or minutes. It may be microsecond or tens or seconds or minutes. Fourth one, glass tube. The components of the CRT are enclosed in a evacuated glass tube is known as a envelope. It is the one protecting device which can be protected to the what that high beams of that electrons. So that purpose you have to use that glass tube. It allows the electron which are emitted to move freely from one end of the tube to the another end. So this is the main function of glass tube, one end to the another end. And last one is the base. What is the function of that base? The base is provided to the CRT through which connections are made to various parts. The pins are used to make connections. Next one, we'll move on to the what are the specifications of CRO. First one, vertical sensitivity. Second one, input impedance. Third one, maximum input. Fourth one, coupling. Fifth one, accuracy. Sixth one, bandwidth. Seventh one, trigger. Eighth one, mode. Ninth one, level. And also in the next class or in the next video, we will discuss the various front panel control of this CRO. In that, general purpose controls, controls in the vertical section, controls in the horizontal section, controls in the trigger section. And also we will discuss in the next video vertical deflection subsystem, horizontal deflection subsystem. Thank you.